What's up, guys? It is Mikey from Immortals Inc. podcast. Thank you all for tuning in today. Today's a pretty special one. I have a good friend of mine that I met at Origins. I don't know, what was that? It was back in June, or July, whatever it was.
Mid-June.
And June. And we kind of touched base, and he was like, I'd love to come on the podcast, and we finally made it happen. So today I have Jimmy here. Jimmy is actually an entrepreneur, creator of Krampusnacht.
The naughty list.
The naughty list. Thank you, Jimmy, for coming in today. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. First of all, how far did you travel today to come here?
Well, first of all, Mikey, thank you for having me. I traveled 2.5 hours.
Yes, sir. He lives right outside of Columbus, right? So when you were in Origins, that was kind of pretty close to where you stay?
That was super easy.
Nice.
Yes.
And did you have a booth at Origins, or did you have anything, or was it just kind of a demo type of thing?
Just a demo type of thing. We did. We definitely did not have the money for a booth. We looked up. We had never even. This was our first anything as a company, and so we looked up. They have events that you can run, and so people can sign up for those. Sometimes they're paid for, sometimes they're free. We just made ours free. All we wanted to do was get the game out.
Right.
And so I had no idea what I was doing, and I completely goofed it. I was like, I have this super cool little game, and I'm going to run an event for 4 hours a day. Because if you want to get the badge, you have to do a certain amount of hours. And that's fine. We could have, we were going to get it done, but I made one event that was 4 hours long for a game that takes maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And so we had everyone show up at the start time, and it's it only plays 6 players. And it was just oh no, what are we going to do? And because I was in charge of events, I was freaking out, and I finally decided okay, I'm just going to have a nice little check sheet here that they can kind of come on and sign their names, and they can come back later and play the game at different scheduled times.
Right.
Learned the hard way. Now I know next time.
You improvised though.
Yeah, for sure. We got it to work. Nobody complained. Thank God. We got everyone who wanted to play got to play. Nobody complained about it. I know next time, schedule it for it'll just be an hour each time. But I think that was the thing, was when I was making the event, I was nervous about, not nervous. I was being lazy. I was like, well, I don't want to do 1 hour at a time.
We didn't know what to expect.
Yeah. I just want it to be a 4-hour block of time for us.
That was my first time at Origins ever.
Oh, really?
Is that your first time, or you been there before?
That was my second.
Yeah, so even for your second time, you didn't really know what to do. And that's Andrew. Andrew kind of had the same thing. Andrew was on here for Poker Apparel. He also ran events, and he had the same ideation. Hey, I'm not sure how this works, but we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it worked out better for you anyways. You got all those connections. You met a lot of people.
We did.
And Origins was cool in that way, because you just met a lot of people that you didn't really intend on meeting, if that makes any sense. It's just a connection that forms itself.
Yeah.
But ahead of that, man, explain Krampusnacht and its brilliance, and just let the people know what the hell you got going on.
Okay, sure. So Krampusnacht, the naughty list. It's a nice little card game by Brett Finnell. Brett made the game, I think 2018, 2019. For sometimes there was a reason, sometimes there were no reasons why he just couldn't get it published. And so I'll give a little bit backstory about us before I go into the game.
Please.
Yeah. So we're, I helped co-found Wyrd Weaver Games. There's 3 of us. My name's Jimmy. I'm doing the marketing side of things. And then we have Sharice Wilson. She's the CEO, and she's, kind of handles the graphic design and the development, elements of it. And then Heather, she's are in charge of the production side of things. So she makes sure the game actually gets made. She handles the manufacturing discussions. She's the one who ran the Kickstarter. And the two of them used to work together at Japanime Games. And I don't know off the top of my head what Japanime's most popular games are, but I know that they're a fairly decent sized company.
It's like Japan and anime crossed together.
Yes.
Japanime.
Yes.
All right, cool. So, okay.
Yeah. So they used to work there together, and they kind of talked about like, oh, well, one day we kind of want to do it ourselves.
Uh-huh.
And so the stars just didn't quite align. And then they kind of did at the end of last year. Heather left Japanime and she hit up Charisse. And I know Charisse from the Game Developers Conference on the video game side of things.
Nice.
And we've known each other for a really long time. So the two of them were like, we want to start something. And then Charisse was like, okay, well, I have my friend Jimmy. I want to pull him in. And, for the two of them, they were already in the industry. They knew what they were doing. They had their specialties. And they're like, well, what can you do? I'll just do whatever you need me to do because I just want to be in the industry.
Right.
So that was social media and marketing.
Yeah, that's my gig.
Yeah. And it is a learning experience so far.
It is. It's humbling, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's a never-ending loop of just doing the same stuff while doing different stuff over and over and over and over and over.
Yes.
Constantly having to tend to different needs all the time.
Yes. It is. It's very challenging. Because it's straightforward in the way it's where you just need to post things. You need to like keep people updated, but you need to engage them too.
Exactly.
And that is hard.
Yep. Because you can't just post. You could post a boring flyer every day, but what does that do?
Right.
Where's the engagement?
Right.
You could do one thing, but it's never enough with marketing. It's never enough with marketing.
No.
No, and that's the one piece of advice we can give you guys is that it's never enough when it comes to marketing.
Yeah.
So how does the game itself play, and what was
so
what's kind of the inspiration behind it?
So Brett, he's the kind of guy where he is very much he wants to make sure that the mechanics and the theme combine.
Got to.
And so I think obviously a lot of people want to do it that way, right?
Right.
But in this case, it was he was a fan of Krampus, who is the Christmas devil, hailing from Germany, and he's like, well, I want to make. Brett also has kind of a darker sense of humor, so I'll kind of explain where that comes into play, but he wanted to make something simple and fast and fun, and that's kind of what he came up with it. He as far as I know, the story is he just came up with the idea and the design came together really quickly.
Yep.
Then it was just a matter of getting it out there. And he had known Charisse and Heather through Japanime Games. He'd done another game for them as well. So he pitched Krampusnacht to them a long time ago, and they were like, well, we want it. And he just never happened to get it out there until now. So we took it to the first thing we actually took it to was Buckeye Game Fest. That's where I met Andrew of Poker Apparel. And then we came to Origins, and it wasn't until Origins that we realized like, oh, we knew we were going to do the Kickstarter, but we weren't sure what we were going to do about the tariffs. And we decided because of the reprieve at that time, we could get it done. So we decided, okay, we're going to do this Kickstarter. And it was a whirlwind, but thankfully the game itself plays pretty quick.
Right. You said 30 minutes, right? Like usually 30 minutes on average.
It's easy to learn. Yeah, it's like 15 to 30 minutes.
Nice. That's my style.
You get to play. First thing you got to do, you got to pick a character. So you get Krampus.
Of course.
You've got Bellschnickel, also another German fable. Per Fitar.
Oh gosh.
From France.
Can't even say that if I wanted to.
I know. I had to look it up, and even then, like Google was just like, yeah, in the perfect French accent. That's not me. Grilla from Iceland. and Frau Percha, also from Germany.
Wow. And this is all you guys doing the art originally, right?
Yeah.
All original art.
So, best part is all of this. So this is Befana from Italy. All of the arts you see, it's just from like old postcards. Like 200, 300 years ago.
Yep. So it's all open license, open sourced.
Yep.
Nice.
And so then,
that adds a lot of authenticity to the game, I think.
Yeah, it does.
In a different way.
Yeah. I've really tried to reach out to the, believe it or not, if you didn't know, the Krampus community is pretty large in America. It's obviously huge in Europe, but it's growing in the States. And like, these are people that, when you mentioned that Krampus horror movie that came out, I don't know, like 10 years ago or something like that, they're like, ugh, no.
Garbage.
They don't want anything to do with that. They're like, that's not tradition. That's not
garbage. Yeah. Straight garbage.
Yeah. So
I didn't watch the movie. Okay.
I didn't either. But when I show this to them, they get really excited. They know exactly what it's from. They know that they're like, those are the postcards. Like, oh yeah, they are. Like, they get into it. And so what you're doing is you've got, let me see here. So you've got stats. Okay? Each character has their own unique stats.
Yep.
And then they have their own unique abilities. And all you're trying to do is you are trying to capture and punish the naughty kids in town. And each kid is going to have, I'll show you the kids in a second. Each kid has their own stat associated with them. And you're just trying to match the number or exceed it that the kids have on them.
Okay.
So sometimes you can do that with the base stats. Other times you need to use your ability or the action cards to kind of help push you over the edge.
Right. Some of these kids don't even budge. Some of these kids are like, "No, man, I've seen live leak videos on my tablet. I don't care about little Krampus."
They're the worst of the worst. They take a little bit more to get thrown in the sack. Yeah. So you've got your characters. They also have, so on this side is where your sack. That's where you put the kids. You have a capture capacity, so it tells you how many kids your sack can hold, right? On the bottom here is for your equipment. That's I'm gonna get yelled at. It's either equipment or upgrades. We've been arguing about, like, we're finishing up the rulebook right now.
It's okay. They could correct us in the comments.
Yes. So it's either equipment or upgrades. Either one. Each character has 3 of them. They're unique to them, and that helps them again capture more kids, essentially. And then on the what would be my left side is the sacrifice pile, because sometimes the kids just don't make it.
Sometimes. I mean, it's a dark world. It's a cold world. Bundle up.
So
this is like, it's got a dark tone to it, but it's manageable for everybody, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's easy.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like, it takes me, it's that. I just explained it. Right?
Yeah.
It's like 5 minutes. You get it.
You want to take the kid's card and you want to match that stat or exceed it just to be successful.
Yep. And then whoever has the most points at the end wins.
Easy.
Yeah. Okay, so I got some kids cards for you.
And what's the art inspiration behind these kids cards? Are they also postcard related from years ago, or are they like...
These kids are real from 200 years ago, and they're long dead now.
Wow.
But they're real.
Sad but funny at the same time.
Yep. So yeah, you can see here, we've got the portrait, obviously, like I said, real kid from a long time ago. And this is their legacy, by the way. Like, this is how they've been remembered.
You know, Krampusnacht lives through them. They live through Krampusnacht.
Yeah. So up here is the stat. So it's either terror, ferocity, magic, or bribe. So for instance, little Aletta here, she is a terror. So she needs high terror she needs 6 terror to capture her. Okay.
Oh, wow.
When you capture her, at the end, if you still have her at the end of the game, she's worth 4 points.
Wow.
And then we have a little bit of flavor text here telling you what they did, why they're naughty, why they're on the naughty list, why they're being punished. So little Aletta here, she hid the danger thin ice sign from the town pond underneath her house.
Ooh.
And you kind of guess, like, there's probably some frozen skaters under the
There's
pond
some
right
skeletons under the water.
Yep, totally.
Thanks to little Miss over there.
Yeah. So, and we have, so there's 20 naughty kids.
Nice.
There's 20 naughty kids.
A lot of variation.
And then we have 10 nice kids. So we have nice kids. They have the green background. Okay. So it gives you a little symbol up here saying this is nice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Meaning there's no number here. There's no stat. You can't capture these kids, but they can end up in your sack sometimes because there's action cards that might put them from one player to another. It's a way to kind of, screw over your opponents because they are worth -4 points each.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want any of those nice kids in your sack. Like,
no,
they are St. Nicholas's domain. Okay, he's there to reward them. You're not trying. You don't want the nice kids.
No, you want
those naughty kids.
You want the thin icers. That's what you want.
Absolutely. So we do have St. Nicholas in the game as well.
I love that.
Yeah. So St. Nicholas is your supervisor still. So, like, I don't know if you, just a little bit of backstory. So St. Nicholas, that's his thing. Like, he rewards good kids in the Yuletide season. Okay. He recruited Krampus and others to kind of be like, yo, we're going to punish these naughty kids. Take care of them for me, please. Okay. And, so, but Saint Nick is still in charge, right? So, just so you know, just a quick aside, in Europe, when they do the Krampusnacht, so there's Krampusnacht, which is an actual day. It's December 5th. And then St. Nicholas Day is December 6th. They'll have like it's called a Krampuslauf, which is a Krampus run. And so everyone lines up on the streets. It's basically like a parade. And people get dressed up as Krampus, like these really elaborate, cool costumes.
Like full cosplay.
Yeah. And they parade down the street, and so Krampus's thing was he takes a birch stick bundle and he just whacks kids with them. And so the people in the costumes, they've got these big bells and stuff. But in Europe, like, their job is to punish you. So when the people bring their kids there, they come up and they will literally like shake and push and like get in the kids' faces and try to scare the crap out of them. It's like, it's crazy. So in the States, they don't get to do that.
No.
Like, in the States, it's a little
They
more.
won't let that happen here.
No, yeah. So
unfortunately,
it's a little more tame. They do try and like, they kind of get in your face a little, but they don't like put their hands on you. But in Europe, no holds barred. Like,
oh yeah, it's like a nun school in Europe. They're bringing out the sticks. They're whacking. You're getting whacked nun style.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, St. Nicholas, when he's supervising you in the game, there's a benefit and a drawback. So when he's on you, you do get +2 to your bribe stat. It's a nice little bump, helps you get some of the trickier bribe kids in the game. However, you can't sacrifice kids. It's just, it's kind of like St. Nicholas' thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there to like.
Just don't sacrifice kids, guys.
Right. Well, when St. Nicholas is around.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the game, so normally every sacrificed kid is worth 1 point. So it's okay to either free up space in your sack, or let's say you get a nice kid in your sack. As long as St. Nicholas isn't there, you can be like, I don't want -4 at the end. I'm just going to sacrifice them. And they're worth 1 point all of a sudden. But when you sacrifice a nice kid, that's when St. Nicholas comes to supervise you. There are action cards that move him around. But the main way is when someone sacrifices a nice kid.
St. Nick comes to you. He's like, we're gonna audit you now. We're gonna watch you.
Pretty much. So at the end, like if he's on you and the game ends, that's when you don't get any points for having sacrificed kids. So that's kind of St. Nicholas's thing. And then, there are action cards. There's a bunch. I don't know if I even need to show. I'll show them. I'm trying to.
Yeah, just show like a couple of them.
All right.
This is like incredible.
So if you haven't guessed, one of the reasons why people maybe didn't want to publish it was because it involved some child sacrifice.
Brand risk.
We here at Wyrd Weaver Games,
they weave into the weirdness.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's fun. You can kind of lean into that dark humor side of yourself.
That's a damn good publisher, if you ask me.
Okay, so here's an example. Here's mistaken identity. Swap one nice kid in town with a random captured naughty kid in an opponent's capture sack. So this, I know that some people are like staunchly against take that games. It is in here, but the games play so quickly and everyone kind of has access to it. Like it is very much a fun. I'm one of those people. I don't normally like take that mechanics, but I think that it works really well.
No, yeah, especially in a game that you could implement house rules with.
Yeah.
You could absolutely implement house rules to not have certain action cards, or I don't know if you could do any without any action cards. I don't know how that works, but you could definitely implement house rules regardless.
Yeah, if you were like really against it.
Yeah.
So here's another one. This one didn't make it. And pick a child in an opponent's capture sack, move it to their sacrifice pile.
This one didn't make it. It's great.
And then we have some others they're a little more basic, right? So here's one that is it's creepily corrupt. So they just give you a boost to your stats.
Nice.
So this one's +2 to bribe.
Nice. So that's kind of how action cards work. They just kind of, give you certain actions, whether it's a boost or if it's a specific thing that you got to do. And
right.
Wow, I love that. That's good. And besides that, is that basically Krampusnacht? Nice and easy.
Yeah. The game ends one of two ways. Imagine you've got 6 kids set up. That's the town. So 6 kids face up. At the beginning of the game, there's only allowed to be a maximum of 2 nice kids in the town, and then but the game will end if the town becomes completely nice kids. So if it's all nice kids, game ends. So that's why it could end 10, 15 minutes in.
Right.
And it will also end when the kid deck runs out. So if you every time you take a kid out of the town, you immediately replace. If you cannot replace, that's when the game ends.
I love that. That's just incredibly balanced too. And like you said, I think the biggest part about all this was that strategy implementation. That who'd you say was behind all the strategy? Who thought of the mechanics of the game?
Oh, Brett Fennell.
Yeah, yep. So Brett, you did a phenomenal job on that aspect. The fact that it's balanced in that way is kind of what all gamers in this field wish for. They want a balanced game. They want some fun, like you said. Take that. It's not always favored by many people, but a game like this, how could you not? It's the same with Poker Peril. Like there's take that elements in there.
Yeah.
And it just depends on the game and how brilliant the game is. And this is truly a brilliant game.
Yeah, thank you for saying
that. Well,
this
is my first time actually understanding it. I didn't know anything about it going into this. And that's how I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
So I can get an honest take on it.
Yeah.
And I thank you, Jimmy, for coming in and talking about this. And all of you, where can people buy Krampusnacht? We might try and actually get it here at Immortals too.
Yeah, so we did have a Kickstarter for it. It successfully funded last week. We reached our goal. Thank you. And currently, you can still look it up on Kickstarter. We have late pledges open right now. It's $25.
I'll put that in the link of this video.
Yep. You get if you do it on Kickstarter or eventually on our website, you're gonna get the game plus a promo pack of cards.
Oh, nice.
One of the pledges was people could put themselves in the game or one of their kids in the game. So we'll have alternate kids,
random kids in the game, dude. That's a legacy right there. Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. So that's kind of the big thing. And then hopefully as long as the shipping gods and the manufacturing gods
do their justice,
we should hopefully have it for the holiday season. So,
nice. I'm all behind it. You guys know where to support now. Like I said, thank you again, Jimmy, for taking all this time and coming out all this way just to be on the podcast.
Absolutely.
It truly does mean a lot to me. And we're going to try and carry that in store. So, stay updated and check the links below. And yeah, I'd love to have you back on, Jimmy, and get an update sometime in the future on where Krampusnacht is.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'd love to come back.
Yeah, thank you, man. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Like and subscribe. And if you aren't a member, you can totally be a member. It just comes all back into the room. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for the support.